Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm living Chronic Faith. Thanks for stopping by. Well, the NBA championship games are going on, and I always enjoy watching a little bit of that. And one of the things that always stands out to me as I watch is when a player commits a foul. Now, there are a couple of ways to commit fouls, and one of them is unsportsmanlike conduct, either from the floor or from the bench. We'll talk about that in a second. But one of the most common ways of fouling is to impede another player's ability to play the game. It's an illegal contact of some sort that tries to stop the player, usually from getting to the basket or from some other thing that they're supposed to be doing in the regular course of the game. It can seem kind of innocent. It can be difficult to discern at times, but a good official is paying attention and is always watching and making sure that the game is being played fairly. And so that means if a player commits a foul against their opponent, that they're called on it, that the whistle is blown, the gameplay is stopped, and that situation is rectified, usually with a series of free throws, right? And as I watched that, I realized that the same thing is happening in what some people call the game of life. That as we are playing this game to the best of our ability, doing everything that we can to make those drives to the basket, and just trying to follow all the rules, we have an opponent, an enemy called the devil. And he wants nothing more than to stop us from reaching our goals and from succeeding in gameplay. And so he will launch sometimes dirty attacks and things that will just stop our momentum. Because even if we do get the free throws, his goal sometimes is just to stop our forward progress, right? To discourage us, to throw us off, to do a little trash talking even. But we have an official who is always watching, who has a bird's eye view, and who never misses anything. God is always watching, and with just one short blast of his whistle, he is able to cause everybody involved in the game to stand back and make way for us to shoot those free throws, which will give us free access to the basket without any coverage, without anyone trying to block us. It's just us and the basket. An even better opportunity than we had before. That's how God operates in our lives. And it can be frustrating sometimes when God doesn't make the call that we think he should have made. It's important then to remember that unsportsmanlike conduct does have consequences even in that regard. We have to put our confidence in God that if he doesn't make the call we think he should have made, that he's got a better call in mind, that he has his reasons for everything that he does and everything that he allows. A lot of times those fouls that come up against us are nothing more than a setup that God is saying, I want you to take this shot with no pressure whatsoever. A lot of times he allows a call to go through because he has something set up better for us on the other side of it. But we always have to trust that he has our best interests at heart. The word of God says, no weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. You see, there are most definitely going to be weapons that form. There are going to be fouls committed against us in this game of life. But none of them will prevail. They will not succeed. They will not take away our opportunity to have what it is that God ordained and destined for us to have. Sometimes we're just being set up for the free throw. And sometimes God has a plan that we have no idea about that is even greater than what we imagine for ourselves. Our goal is to keep our head in the game, to keep playing by the rules, and keep showing up every single play and doing the best that we can with the ability that God has given us to play. I love you. I'm praying for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.